So yes, and so that my body and my mind gets used to the lifestyle on these trips, and I get very exhausted eventually, and I'll very much look forward to taking some time off and look forward to going home and stuff like that. But when I get home, the switch from like having a clear kind of goal for the day of getting up, starting to stream, traveling, going for distance, having a good like, just there's this routine that I get into that is simple, and there's always just something clear to do. And I get home, and then I go from this lifestyle of constant movement, sleeping in tents, and meeting random people to like just being home. And it's just this big contrast that is weird to adjust to in the through hiking world, like when you're doing a long distance hiking trip, like PCT, Appalachian Trail, that kind of thing. It's a very common thing when you finish the trip to have a state of kind of like depression after, because for months your entire goal every day is to wake up, eat, hike, eat, hike, eat, hike, eat, sleep, and then repeat. And then you get back, and then you go back from the trail to like a city where you live, and back to potentially like a job and all of this social circle and stuff like that. And it just seems so abrasive compared to your lifestyle before. Anyway, it's like probably a less extreme version of that. The CDT, Continental Divide Trail, coming back was very hard. Yeah. So I haven't done anything like that, but like a hitchhiking trip is a long hitchhiking trip. I feel like there's some comparison there to be had. Let's have some water. I want to go to that barbecue restaurant. It's called Bite Me. Go for some barbecue. We're stranded here. This might take a while. Traffic's a little sparse. Generally, so my impression in rural areas is the sparser the traffic, like that's bad. There has to be cars for them to pull over to get a ride. But when you have less cars and you're in a rural area, every car is a better opportunity, and people get much more curious when you're out in like proper rural areas. So I find even when the cars get like spread out, your wait times don't change too much a lot of the time. But on this trip, I've been in some places that, by my standards, should be like some nice small town to town hitchhiking, and we still end up with some pretty good wait times. And I don't mind waiting. I just think it's like for me, like a statistical anomaly, or things are just going a little different right now. Yeah, he waved. Let's see. I'll say what people do for a second here. Oh, looks like they're stopping, but they're just turning into this driveway, presumably. I'm like, why is their left turn signal on? That's a strange thing to do. Well, probably because they were turning left.